There are many reasons that some teachers are not able to establish a good interpersonal relation with their students or with the colleagues. They fail to convey the message. Sometimes it is not said the way it is received by the students or the teacher. So it is very important to take the feedback to check that the message is clearly understood. There is also a need to aware of the barrier of effective communication and understand how to overcome it. There are many barriers to effective communication and can occur at any stage of the communication that can cause confusion or misunderstanding. Let's discuss in detail.
Let's discuss in detail barrier to effective communication. First barrier to effective communication is lack of attention. When the other person receives not the attention to the speaker, then later on it causes great confusion. So to overcome this barrier, there is a need to create the environment where the listener are attentive and ready to get the information with the full attention. Second barrier is interest of the listener. Sometimes we observe that teachers is continuously speaking in the class for 40 minutes with the full energy, but students are not interested and hard work of the teacher goes waste. So there is a need to understand the interest of the students and prepare the lecture or plan the activities in such a way that it creates the interest and student listen and participate with the interest. This will enhance their learning. Third major barrier is the language barrier. It may happen that the language in which teacher is giving the knowledge is not clearly understood by the student, or maybe due to the physical difficulty like hearing problems, speech issues. So there is a need that teacher knows their students very well and understand that the language and intonation used by the teacher is clearly understood by all the student in the class. And if any particular student is facing any problem, try to solve the problem. This way, teacher can keep a check and try to improve the effective communication. Another barrier is we find sometimes teachers are not agree with the logic and reason given by the students and accept the answers the way she wants. One right answer. So this is the theory which is applied by all the teachers. This causes clash in the viewpoints. They have their own perspectives. So to avoid this barrier difference in the point of view, teachers needs to see all the angles and provide the opportunities to speak their mind. Otherwise, this may lead to the false assumptions and stereotype. Another one is unfair with the technical terms. During the conversation or giving the lecture in the class, sometimes teachers use some words that are not familiar to the students, or sometimes even when we are talking to our colleagues, they are not familiar to the colleagues. Due to that, also the message delivered to them is not clearly leave the impact. So to overcome this barrier, teacher needs to update their students regarding the new terminology or technical terms that can be used in communication to avoid incorrect conclusions. There are common non-verbal communication factors that like not able to see, non-verbal clues, gestures, postures, body language. They are also the barrier to the effective communication and make the communication less effective. So to avoid this barrier, there is a need to give the knowledge to the students about the non-verbal communication and help them to understand the importance of non-verbal communication to establish a good interpersonal effective communication. Being an effective teacher or skilled communicator, you must be aware of this barrier and be a conscious teacher at work or in your relationship. Try to communicate with the clarity, with the confidence, with the comfort, and provide opportunity to your students to put them in the diverse learning experiences to reduce the impact of these barriers and help them to be effective communicators. Now I will discuss with you techniques to control the communication. First of all, you should know learn to listen. This is the first technique that helps to control your communication. And this is learn to listen. Listening is not simply hearing. Listening happens two-way. First, simply hearing the speaker, and second, hear and understand the conversation and able to reply and respond according to the situation. This means learn to listen. And the next one is mind map. This is very important brainstorming tool. You can create mind map in any situation, wherever you are. You are walking, you are in the room, in the office, wherever you are, you can create the mind map. It is very effective and control the conversation, and it has a very high recall and great for the visuals and create associations, connections, and clearly you understand causes and effects. You can use mind map technique by using the following ways. You can first select the topic in your mind, you focus the content, you can write down the idea, and you can just frame in your mind the ideas. So don't write a complete sentence, you just draw signs or write the words, or you can make a pics or signals, because when immediately the ideas come to your mind, if you are not recall, then it can go on, then you might forget and you say, oh, the idea comes in mind. So that way you have to note down immediately at that time. Then you are only able to speak continuously with the priority without any delay. By using this technique, you are able to visualize content and pick up the right correct word. You can give a float of the thoughts in order to mean what is say first and what to start and how to navigate, where to pause, where to finish and how to finish. And you are able to find a hook to generate the interest. And this gives you confidence to speak. And you are confident and you can feel to speak anywhere in front of anyone confidently. So mind map not only helps you to speak to impress other, but helps you to leave the impact on others. So next technique is SBI. That is situation, behavior, impact. Same way as an in-service teacher, you can provide the knowledge to your students, but ultimately it is the student who learn with their own efforts and experiences and how to use this knowledge and apply the knowledge in daily life. And with your feedback only, they are able to learn and impact on the situation with their behavior. So these are the technique which we can use to control the communication.
You teach your students about the language, but this is your duty as an in-service teacher to teach your students to converse effectively according to the situation and need to change the behavior until you don't observe the net impact of your suggestions and use the communication as a positive tool for the impact.